feel like brass, and every prayer seems slow to pass. Still I kneel with hands raised high, knowing you are not confined. In the quiet, you are working, though no thunder shakes the sky. There's a fire burning brighter where my soul and faith collide. You're the God who moves unseen, who speaks through still and in between. You're the fire in the silence, the whisper in the flame, the strength that holds me steady when I can't explain the pain. Though I can't always feel it, your presence won't retire. You are holy in the hush, and still the God of fire. When the answers don't arrive, I still choose to stay alive. My worship is a weapon now, and faith becomes my vow. No need for proof to know you're near. You've lit this faith I hold so dear. You're not absent in the waiting, you're refining in the still. In the silence you are shaping hearts that bend to your will. You're the fire in the silence, a voice that doesn't fade. You're the light in every shadow, the peace that doesn't trade. Even when the world is quiet, my heart knows what is higher. You are here, you are near, fire in the silence. You're the fire in the silence, the whisper in the flame, the strength that holds me steady when I can't explain the pain. Though I can't always feel it, your presence won't retire. You are holy in the hush, and still the God of fire. You're the fire in the silence, the whisper in the flame, the strength that holds me steady when I can't explain the pain. Though I can't always feel it, your presence won't retire. You are holy in the hush, and still the God of fire in the silence. The storm surrounds, the wind is wild. The waters rise, but still I smile. For you have taught my soul to stand with feet of faith on shifting sand. Though chaos dances all around, in you my peace is firmly found. I lift my eyes beyond the tide, where you, O Lord, forever abide. Above the waves, I hear your voice calling me to rise, to trust, to rejoice. You stretch your hand, I walk in grace, unmoved by fear. I found my place You are my peace above the waves. In the silence of my questions, when my heart was out of breath, before a word left my lips, you had already stepped ahead. You saw the ache I couldn't name. You reached for me in unseen ways. Love was moving through the dark before I even had the faith. You knew my need before I knew. And still you came to carry me through. Before I called, you came with mercy running through your veins. You crossed the distance I couldn't close, held me in grace I didn't know. Every cry I'd ever made was answered at the cross that day. Before I called, you came. No delay, no hesitation. You moved in love before the plea. While I was lost in desperation, you were preparing peace for me. Now I live in sweet assurance. You're already where I'll go. And every prayer I dare to whisper finds you waiting in the glow. You're not late, you never sleep. You're closer than the air I breathe. I rest in this amazing grace. You show up before I pray. Before I called, you came with answers wrapped in Jesus' name. No fear too loud, no night too long. You've always known where I belong. You're already writing out the way. Before I called, you came. Before I called, you came with answers wrapped in Jesus' name. No fear too loud, no night too long. You've always known where I belong. You're already writing out the way. Before I called, you came. You came. In the quiet of the waiting, when I see no open door, still your whisper fills the silence. You are meant for so much more. Every word you ever promised rings louder than my fear. And though my eyes can't see it yet, I know that you are near. Your truth resounds through every doubt, a melody I won't tune out. Echoes of the promise are singing through the night, reminding me you're faithful, still guiding with your light. When the silence seems the loudest, your word still speaks to me. shadows of confusion, when the road ahead is dim, I recall the words you gave me, and I hold on tight to them. You're the God who spoke the heavens, who keeps his every vow. What you said will come to pass, it's just not always now. So I'll sing until it happens, praise before I see. Your word goes out in power, and it won't return empty. My future's built on what you said, not what I feel or see instead. Echoes of the promise still rising in my soul, resounding like a river that time cannot control. Though I'm waiting in the quiet, your voices carry on me. Echoes of the promise, becoming destiny. Becoming destiny.
I've prayed the prayers, I've sown the seeds, I've cried beneath unanswered dreams, but still I stand with lifted eyes, for I believe you never lie. Though silence fills the in-between, your promises remain unseen. Not broken, just becoming true. In the quiet, I wait on you. Every second you are near, working through what I can't hear. Faith in the waiting, hope in delay, trust in the silence when you feel far away. You're still moving, still creating, even when I don't see the end. I have faith in the waiting, 'cause I know how this ends. There's purpose in this hidden place, a holy fire refining faith. You're writing stories I can't read, but every word is all I need. So I'll keep walking, step by step, believing you're not finished yet. This valley won't define my view. My eyes are fixed, my soul on you. Delay is not denial. This season holds a plan, and even in the silence, I know you understand. So I'll keep sowing in the dark and trust you'll flood it with your spark. Faith in the waiting, not wasted, not gone. You are the author, you've been here all along. Even now, your grace sustaining. Even now, I'm being changed. I've got faith in the waiting, and you're faithful every day. Faith in the waiting, not wasted. wasted, not gone. You are the author, you've been here all along. Even now, your grace sustaining. Even now, I'm being changed. I've got faith in the waiting, and you're faithful every day. I was running with no reason, chasing shadows in the dirt. I didn't know I needed saving, I didn't know how much I hurt. But grace was not afraid of distance, it stepped in before I turned. A holy love that kept on coming, a fire I didn't earn. Before I ever reached for you, you had already pulled me through. Grace that found me first when I was lost and blind. You came without condition and wrapped me in your light. Not my strength, not my worth, just grace that found me first. Forever I will sing of grace that chased me down before I wore a crown. I've tried to earn, I've tried to prove it, but your love was never sold. You welcomed me with open arms while I was still cold. You didn't wait for my perfection, you just gave me all of you. And every breath I have to offer will echo what is true. You saw me in the distance, you ran before I knew. Your mercy wrote my rescue long before my breakthrough. Grace that found me first, my anchor and my flame. You called me yours forever before I knew your name. Unworthy yet rehearsed by love that found me first. Forever I belong to grace that led me home. Grace that found me first, my anchor and my flame. You called me yours forever before I knew your name. Unworthy yet rehearsed by love that found me first. Forever I belong. Grace that led me home. place my trust in Him, for the one who shaped the heavens also holds my every day. And though I can't see what is next, I know He's made a way. Each breath I take, I'm not alone. The hands that guide me are His own. He holds my tomorrow, so I won't fear today. The storm may rise, the night may fall, but still I'll find my way. For every step is ordered, each promise wrapped in grace. He holds my tomorrow, and today I rest in faith. There's a peace that flows like rivers when I let His Spirit lead. I trade my anxious questions for the strength that faith can breathe. He's already in the morning, He's prepared the path ahead. And what I feared is fading now in light of what He said. Not a moment He won't cover, not a tear He doesn't see. My future sings of mercy because He walks with me. He holds my tomorrow and every dream inside. I'll move in joy and confidence with heaven as my guide. I may not know what's coming, but I know who's on the throne. He holds my tomorrow, and I am never on my own. Oh, He holds my tomorrow and every dream inside. I'll move in joy and confidence with heaven as my guide. I may not know what's coming, but I know who's on the throne. He holds my tomorrow, and I'm never on my own. Let it start right here in me. Your kingdom breaking through every fear and false foundation falls at the sound of truth. Let my heart become the altar. Let my will be set aside. For what You've planned is greater than what I try to hide. Let Your Spirit flood this space. Let Your justice, love, and grace. Let heaven reign here and now. Let Your glory shake the ground. Break the walls, consume the shame. Let mercy light the darkest flame. We cry out, we lift Your name. Let heaven reign. Let heaven reign. Let heaven reign. We won't wait for skies to open. We won't wait to feel the flame. Your kingdom's here within us, and nothing stays the same. Bring revival in our silence. Let Your fire spread me in pieces and the noise begins to swell, you become my sacred refuge, a place where I can dwell. No need to bring perfection, just the weight that's in my soul. You meet me in the silence where your presence makes me whole. I lay it all before you now, safe beneath your vow. I am held in the holy, where mercy breathes and grace surrounds. In the stillness of your presence, every fear is laying down. You're not far, you're not distant, you're the fire, you're the peace. I am held in the holy, and your love is holding me. In the places I felt empty, where the light was wearing thin, you turned ashes into beauty, pulled the sacred from within. You don't wait for stained glass moments, you move right through the mess. You hold me in the holy, in the rawness you still bless. You sanctify the quiet, you redefine my name. What once was just survival now is covered by your flame. Not by words, but by your choosing, I am known and never losing. I am held in the holy, where your heartbeat leads my own. Not alone in pain or glory, you have claimed me as your home. Let this life become the altar, let my worship always be a soul held in the holy, forever held by thee. Held in the holy, where your heartbeat leads my own. Not alone in pain or glory, you have claimed me as your home. Let this life become the altar, let my worship always be a soul held in the holy, forever held by thee. By thee. I see weakness in the mirror, you see purpose in the frame. I hear echoes of my failure, you still whisper out my name. Where I see broken pieces, you see stories yet to shine. God, I wanna see you with heaven's eyes, not only through mine. Trade my fear for holy vision. Take my doubt and give me light. Let me see what you see, beauty where I see defeat. Let me hear what you hear, songs rising from my tears. Reframe the world inside my soul with love that makes the broken I won't forget. You don't measure like we do. You look deeper than the skin. You see the gold beneath the ashes, calling forth what's always been. Lift my eyes, restore my sight. Help me walk in truth and light. Through your mercy, I believe you'll teach my heart to truly see. Let me see what you see, not my limits but your dream. Lift my gaze above the pain, let your love reshape my frame. From the ashes let it be. Let me see what you see in me. 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 When I'm sinking in my questions and the weight is pulling low, when the night is loud with silence and I don't know where to go, I find a light that never fades, a voice that doesn't change. Your word becomes the anchor that lifts me up again. Each promise is a lifeline, it carries me above the tide. Lifted by the word, held by every truth you've spoken. Chains begin to break where doubt had once been open. You speak and I arise with heaven in my eyes. I'm lifted by the word, by the love that never dies. Stained with grace, every line a spark of power that darkness can erase. I rise on whispered scriptures, I stand on holy ground, and even in the valley your promises resound. Your word is not just ink on stone, it's breath that makes my soul your home. Each verse a step, each truth a flame. You raise me up in Jesus' name. Lifted by the word when I had no strength to climb. You filled my lungs with courage, you gave me back my time. The storm will never steal the truth I know is real. Lifted by the word when I had no strength to climb. You filled my lungs with courage, you gave me back my time. The storm will never steal the truth I know is I've walked through valleys dim and low, believing shadows arms were my home. But even there you lit a flame and whispered gently, that's not your name. You called me out, you called me near, rewrote my soul with truth so clear. No more hiding in the dark, your love ignites my heart. I was made for the light, to rise and shine, to live and fight. No longer bound by fear or night, I step in truth, I step in life. You called me chosen, called me bright. I was made for the light. No shame can hold what grace has freed. You speak identity in me. You shine through every broken part with mercy like a work of art. This hope within, it starts to blaze, a holy fire that lifts my gaze. I'll burn with love, I won't look back. No turning toward the things I lack. Your radiance is my only flame, forever lit by Jesus' name. I was made for the light, to glow with heaven's holy light. My past redeemed, my future bright, my soul alive and purest white. I stand in grace, I stand upright. I was made for the I was made for the light. I was made for the light. I was made for the light, to glow with heaven's holy light. My past redeemed, my future bright, my soul alive and purest white. I stand in grace, I stand upright. I was made for the light, made for the light. I've heard 1,000 voices telling me who I should be. Noise like thunder in my mind, but none can quiet me like thee. In the chaos, in the ache, your whisper breaks the weight. And when I don't know what is true, one sound pulls me back to you. Every word you speak brings peace. Every syllable sets me free. There's no voice like yours, stronger than the lies I've heard, gentle like the morning light, fierce enough to win my fight. When you speak, the storm must cease. Your voice alone restores my peace. Heaven's echo through my soul. No voice like yours makes me whole. in fire, you speak in grace. You rewrite fear with just one phrase. Where confusion had its throne, your word became my cornerstone. Not in noise, but in the still. You're the voice that always heals. Your silence shake, you call me near. You name me child, you crush my fear. In every battle, joy or storm, your voice alone can transform. No voice like yours, my shepherd king. You speak and even death must flee. My heart aligns to every tone. You are the sound I call my own. When all the world fades and it pours, I'll still be listening for the voice that restores. You silence shame, you call me near. You made me child, you crush my fear. My heart aligns to every song. You are the sound I call my own. When all the world fades and implores, I'll still be listening for the voice that restores. I've walked through nights I didn't choose, held prayers that felt like they'd been bruised. But in the silence you were near, a steady whisper chasing fear. Though tears have blurred what's yet to be, there's something strong inside of me, a voice that won't let go of truth, a flame that keeps on burning through. Even when I cannot see, you've never stopped believing in me. Still my heart believes when everything around me shakes. Still I hold to promises that time cannot erase. Though the waiting wears me thin, your word revives again. You are the strength beneath my knees, and still my heart believes. The questions come, they always will, but your presence keeps me still. Through every shadow you remain, a faithful God who knows my name. And when the answers feel delayed, I worship in the in-between. striving, no more hiding. I lay it all before your throne. Every fear and every burden, I won't carry them alone. I hear you call me to the stillness, to the place where I let go. And in the silence of surrender, your perfect peace begins to flow. It's not in shouting, it's not in fight, but in surrender, I find the light. This is the sound of surrender, the cry that breaks the chains, the quiet song of freedom, where mercy speaks my name. No resistance in my soul, just a heart that's laid down low. This is the sound of surrender, and it's where I'm fully known. I've chased the noise of my ambitions, I've tried to write my own design, but in your grace I found the rhythm that realigns this heart of mine. Now every breath becomes devotion, and every word a simple prayer. Not my will, but yours be done, is the anthem in the air. Let my silence speak louder than 1,000 empty songs. Let my yielded soul be worship to the one who makes me strong. There's power when I release control. You move in ways I never know. This is the sound of surrender, not weakness but divine, where all I am collides with grace and heaven touches mine. I fall into your arms and rise in love once more. This is the sound of surrender, and it's what I'm living for. This is the sound of surrender, not weakness but divine, where all I am collides with grace and heaven touches mine. I fall into your arms and rise in love once more. This is the sound of I can't trace every answer, can't explain each road I take, but I know you walk before me with a love that doesn't break. Though the future hides its colors, though my plans may come undone, I rest in what I can't yet see, the victory already won. Not by sight, but by your word. I trust in what I've heard. Unseen but certain, my faith is not in vain. Though I don't see the outcome, I still exalt your name. You're faithful in the silence, you're steady through the storm. Unseen but certain, my hope
yet to show what you promised in the stillness. I will carry as I go. You're the God who writes the ending before the first line begins. So I walk into the mystery with confidence again. Unseen but certain, my faith is not in vain. Though I don't see the outcome, I still exalt your name. You're faithful in the silence, you're steady through the storm. Unseen but certain, my hope is ever born. Eyes closed, heart wide open, trusting what you've spoken. My future's in your keeping. Your word is never broken. Unseen but certain, like stars I've never touched. Still I follow, still I worship, still I say you're more than enough. What I can't yet hold, you're already unfolding. Unseen but certain, forever you are holding me. I stood accused, no words to say, a soul weighed down by my own weight. Justice waiting at the door, but you stepped in and took the floor. You bore the weight I couldn't bear, took the cross that should be there. Now all I see is love so fierce that traded pain for mercy's kiss. At the edge of what I'd done, you turned my ending into love. You stood where mercy took my place, arms wide open, full of grace. You bore the judgment meant for me and set my captive spirit free. Not by works, not by my name, but by the blood that broke my chains. I live because you showed me grace, where mercy took my place. You didn't flinch, you didn't turn. You met my guilt with love unheard. Now I don't fear the wrath I owe. You nailed it all and called me home. A seat at heaven's table now, my shame replaced with glory's crown. I should have fallen, I should have paid, but mercy spoke and grace remained.
My brokenness